guys, welcome to my channel called Go Epic, not Try and Says. I just want to say thank you guys for the 100 subscribers, well just over 100 subscribers in fact, because that really made my day when I just found out that it was 3 digits instead of 2 digits. Thank you guys. And now, so in the last video I did mention that's why I changed the name from Ryan Says to Go Epic, and I'm going to tell you guys right now. It's because so the channel, I want the channel to be not a vlog of random stuff, but more on like a selected topic, which is more of like which is something which all of us, like, it matters to all of us, and it's like business. Because for example, let's say if we buy like a Nike t-shirt, like that is related to business. Like, you're giving the company money so that you can get something that is related to business. And in this channel we are going to be like talking about business, and like in like a fun way, so that you guys can understand, and so even I can learn more about like other businesses which maybe you guys might recommend to me in the comments that I might not know of, and then we can do a video on that. Yeah, and I want to focus like more on like the entrepreneurship side of it, and make sure that it's not too like businessy entrepreneurship, like more serious. I want it to be like a very light kind of theme to it, you know, like a bit of fun, and like, I really love talking about like business and like entrepreneurship, like that kind of stuff. And so what more of a better way to kind of express that in unboxing. Now this so this is a Royal Enfield bike. It is a bike brand which is very old, started in 1901, and as you can see, it does look pretty classy. Like the like it's called like the color of this is called battle green. It looks really cool, and then the motto of the company is called "Made Like a Gun." Okay guys, let's start the unboxing of the Royal Enfield bike. Pretty easy to, there was water in there by the way, that wasn't an empty glass. It's pretty easy to kind of get it out. I take that back, it is kind of hard. How do I take this out? Wait, what? Oh, okay. It is easy. I need a screwdriver for this, guys. I'm gonna get one back. Okay guys, so I've unscrewed it with a bit of help, and as you can see, this is the base. It does keep it pretty secure inside, so that obviously it doesn't move around. And let's take the bike out anymore. There's no more screws. This bike looks menacing, guys. Look at that. Like, it literally, just imagine someone riding this, and like, can't even imagine. It looks so cool. Just the color and like just feeling it, guys. It feels so good. Like that feels so satisfying. And there's also like a stand for it, which like they've done so much details inside of the figure. Like, it looks like just basically a miniature version of a motorbike. Like, if I were to enlarge this, you could not tell the difference. It looks so good. Like, there is no number for the license plate. They should have at least wrote like Royal Enfield or something like that. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if the headlights light up, but it's made up with like this plastic material. It's really cool. And you guys may have wondered why there's like a dent here, and it's because, so I got this bike when I went to India in August. So it's been pretty long. It's been September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months since I've not even opened it. Like I barely even touched the packaging. Yeah, and this got slightly squashed in the suitcase, but I mean, it's cool. Luckily the motorbike never got damaged, and it's just like the bearing inside, like it rolls so smoothly. Like, it's pretty good. Like, how much was this? This was like, how much was this? This was about like 10,000 rupees, which was no, I mean 1,000 rupees, sorry, which is about £10. So it's not too expensive, and this was bought in the Royal Enfield showroom, and the showroom, from my experience, was awesome. Like, there was so much stuff. I even bought some t-shirts that, like, they look really cool. I got this khaki one, which had this guy riding like a classic 500, which is this one, and he was riding this motorbike on it. Like it was like it looked so cool, and the motorbikes look so cool. There's also helmets which look like just like awesome. There's one which looked like the Renegade Raider from Fortnite. I'll show that picture over there. Yeah, guys, and there was like these, like, you know, this kind of jackets which bikers wear when they're on like bikes, with proper bikers. Yeah, like it was that there, and even I wanted to buy one, but it was actually for like proper like bikers. Like, it was for like meant for biking and not for like just like roaming around with it. But it looked really, really cool, and there was like lots of really good backpacks for like travelers and tourists who are riding on the on like any kind of motorbike. Yeah, and also I've actually been on a Royal Enfield. It is called the Royal Enfield Interceptor.
I'm on a bike and I'm gonna ride. And oh my god!
Interceptor was really, really like fast, like so let's say if you're on it, and then if someone's riding, you will like go a little bit back, because it's like it's pretty fast. And the motto, as I told you, it is called made like a gun, and if you're riding on it, you will feel as if like you are driving at a gun's pace. So yeah, guys. Wow. So guys, hope you guys liked that little unboxing and that little kind of intro which I showed my Death Trooper and the Royal Enfield bike. And you guys probably were wondering, why Royal Enfield? Why not any other brand? Well, it's just this brand just like occurred to me as like the story of like the brands like lifting, like how they lifted up their brand. It was just so cool, like how their brand even started, and it had such a cool story to it. So I just want to share that with you guys. Okay guys, so Albert Eady and Robert Smith Walker, these guys were the founders of Royal Enfield, which was known as like the Enfield Cycle Company before it was actually called Royal Enfield, and this started off as like a motorbike brand for soldiers in World War One, which was, well, it started in 1901, and then it got into more of the World War One kind of thing, because like they found out that it was really, really good for like riding in wars and like going to like war scenes and stuff. So this was like a really, really good transporting, and they found out that like it was such a good vehicle. And then in the interwar years, they also used this. So this was manufactured for Britain, because this was originally a British brand, and then so after that it was used in World War II, also for the British, obviously it's a British brand, and then like they used it, it was one of their main actually like advantages for them, since it was just really, really good. I've said this about so many times, but it's a really, really good bike. And then after that, the brand suddenly kind of like, it didn't like, because after the wars, like they just stopped selling to like like the soldiers and stuff who wanted these bikes to go to the wars. And then like the brand kind of like, it still was a proper brand, but it didn't really like make much sales as it made before. So then in the last a couple of 4 or 5 years, the brand recently came to pick up. since so the brand like picked up, and then it went to like an Indian guy. So after the new management by the HM Motors company, the brand started to kind of get this hype with youngsters. Like youngsters were like, oh, what is this brand? It looks really cool. Like the bikes look so modern, like for like youngsters, like for example, let's say college, like college students and like like early workers, like they like would want this bike. They're like, oh, it looks really trendy. Like it was turned into like a fashion icon, and now people like kind of think of it as like not like a bike. Like for example, when you buy a bike, you're like, oh, it's a bike. I'm gonna use it to get around. But this was more of like a member of the family. It was more than a bike. It was like into people's hearts. People got really attached to the Royal Enfield bikes, and it just became such a big icon in India. And also they started like exporting to like 50 countries around the world. So that's a lot of countries. And now the company is owned by Binod Dasari. He's the new CEO of Royal Enfield and HM Motors. So it turned into from like a British company to an Indian company, and the company has picked up in the last 4 or 5 years. It's made massive sales. It's it's overcome Harley Davidson sales. It's just become like a really big motorbike brand. Like, okay guys, so in 2018 the company's revenue rose up to $1.3 billion. That's a lot of money, guys. That's like probably as much as how much like a really like an average size a big company would be worth, like 1.3 billion. That's a lot of money, guys. That's like a whole pool of money. Like there's so much money, and that like honestly, I can see the company as like a really like big, massive, trending company, which will be like one of the best like motorbike companies in the motorbike market. And also the company is actually worth 270 excuse me, so it's worth about $270 million in USD. So that's like a lot of money. So that's how much it's worth. And also, so my dad like really wanted to, like he said, like, hey, maybe next time we go to India, we can maybe book like a Royal Enfield bike. And also, yeah, but I don't think you can fit a family in it, because like obviously you need like it's only like 2 seats maybe, and the person behind my dad would be me, not my mom. Yeah, and also guys, my dad has been saying that that he wants to get like a Royal Enfield bike. Maybe next time when we go to India, he might book a Royal Enfield bike, which I'm super pumped up for. Yes, let's go. And also like the main reason why why I don't like necessarily really want my dad to really like get a car is because like cars, like they're good for transport, like good for families and stuff, but like they're not good for like the feeling of like a motorbike being. So like, let's say on a motorbike, the wind rushing through your face and your hair, like it will be just like you can only get that feeling for a motorbike, guys, not by a car. And also like the bad thing about motorbikes is that you can't like fit like a whole family. There may be 2 people, and maybe the person behind would be me, not my mom, when me and my dad in the like in the motorbike. Like, and also guys, if you guys are like like touring around any place, or like are in any of the 50 countries that Royal Enfield is like making their like their motorbikes, then send a picture, guys. Send a picture, guys, like about like your motorbike. Like I want to see your motorbike, or like which ones you see, because like for Royal Enfield bikes, these are the real deal for motorbikes, guys. Look at that. Okay guys, so hope you guys like enjoyed this video. I think I had like a lot of fun on filming this video. and let me know what kind of so what kind of companies you guys want to see like in the near future, which I might want to like talk about, and like talk about like how like maybe they started, like how I started with the bike company. So like I know this video was a bit like light-hearted because it's for like entrepreneurship for children. Like so in the next video we're going to be talking about headphones and Amazon. You're probably thinking, wait, what does headphones and Amazon have to do with like how does it relate, guys? And watch out for the next video because I will be explaining how does that relate. So peace out, guys. No, it's 2020. No.